Hey, welcome back. Today we're going to talk about a cartridge that I've actually had a lot of comments about. Guys saying, you haven't mentioned this rifle yet, and I like it. Today we're going to talk about it. And I did some research on it. Already knew it was a pretty good middle of the road big game cartridge, out to 300 yards, so can't be that bad. What is it? Well, it was developed in 1922, so it's a relatively older cartridge. Didn't really come into mass production, if you were going to call it that, until 1988. Where Remington put it in their Model 700 Classic. It's not a cartridge that a lot of guys shoot now, but I can tell you this, people that reload really like this. So what is it? Well, it's the 35 Whelen. Okay, 35 Whelen, yeah, I heard of that, blah, blah, blah. It's not... The guy Whelen didn't make it. He was not the inventor. It was named after him because he was the head of the armory at that time. But it really was invented by a guy named James Griffin. After talking to Colonel Townsend, who had been on a hunt. See, James Howe, later of Griffin and Howe, was like the in-house toolmaker guy and, was trying to create a rifle that was going to compete with like the 318 Wesley Richards, 333 Jeffries, and even the 350 Rigby. Now, I got to tell you, that's some pretty stout competition. So really, it was developed for hunting African plains game and even some dangerous game. But where does that stack up? I mean, where does that really stack up when you talk about the, quote, rifles that we use in America? Well, I can tell you that it comes within a whisker of a factory-loaded 338 Win Mag. That's right, especially with a 200 grain bullet. Now, if you start getting to heavier bullets, the 338 Win Mag is going to win pretty handily as it gets heavier. Now, the reason the 338 wins is its case capacity. Its mother case was 375 H&H, so it's a fatter case, and the case was blown out. But let's get back to or 35 Whelen. That's what we're here for. With a 200 grain bullet. Comes out of the barrel somewhere between 28 and 2,900 feet a second, depending on the manufacturer of the factory ammo. You can do a little bit better by hand loading. That gives you a muzzle energy of 3,760 foot-pounds. I mean, that's stout. And even when you get out to, let's say 300 yards, you're still at 2,000 feet a second, and you're still at 1,775 or so foot-pounds. I mean, okay, it's too much for a deer. Okay, it's too much. It's not going to tear them in half or anything like that. But if you're a deer hunter and you hunt bears, you hunt elk, or you want to go on a moose hunt, it's really a good mid-range cartridge. I mean, it certainly is. The downfall? What's the downfall, you ask? Well, there's always a downfall, and here it is. It's a pretty simple downfall. there's not a whole lot of factory ammo for it still. Federal, Hornady, Remington, they all basically, make a loading or two. So, I mean, it is available. I'm sure there are some smaller homebrew companies that, that hand load for them. And, of course, a lot of people actually hand load. So a 35 Whelen, it's not half bad. I mean, really, it falls under the canopy of just about do everything in North America cartridges. Hey, till next time, I'm Steve.